I met a Marine in his 91st year, a tough old soldier with a musical ear. Played the guitar, sang a few songs. I liked his style and we got along. He strummed the guitar and I'd play the piano. We'd jam through all the songs we'd know. And then we'd sit and talk a spell about the music we loved and his trip through hell. He talked of a battle in World War II, a Pacific island known by few, but the bloodiest fighting men ever knew. He was there at the Battle of Peleliu. Some folks said it wasn't worth the cost for the time they spent and the men they lost, but MacArthur wanted to protect his flank, and the airstrip there was money in the bank. So in mid-September of '44, his first Marines landed on that shore. With the 5th and the 7th, they stormed the beach against 11,000 Japanese.
Peleliu, oh Peleliu, history will remember you. And all the men who fought and died, fought for freedom, fought with pride. Go ahead and sing your song. We were there, right or wrong. Did our duty, tried and true. Don't let them forget the Battle of Peleliu.
Nakagawa and all his men were ready there and dug right in. From caves and bunkers in the ground came artillery and mortar rounds. Colonel Chesty Puller and his brave men had reached the point they were moving in. His fighting rifle infantry pushed them back into the trees. They fought the enemy day and night, hand to hand and knife to knife. They got the airstrip, raised Old Glory, but that was not the end of the story. The fighting carried on for days to rid them from that island maze. 10,000 Marines paid the price when General MacArthur rolled the dice.
Peleliu, oh Peleliu, history will remember you. And all the men who fought and died, fought for freedom, fought with pride. Go ahead and sing your song. We were there, right or wrong. Did our duty, tried and true. Don't let them forget the Battle of Peleliu.
The Marines fought from Bloody Nose Ridge through the valley. Then the 81st picked up the rally. But after they defeated Nakagawa, they sent the boys to another place called Okinawa. But that's another story.
Peleliu, oh Peleliu, history will remember you. And all the men who fought and died.
I saw 2 men die, I guess the first 5 minutes I was on the beach. One was a Marine, and the other one was a Jap. And this Colonel Nakagawa was the Japanese commander, and he had that island fortified and protected right down to the beach with concrete bunkers. And the island wasn't large. It was like a mile wide and 7 miles long. And from that little mountain up there, they could see every move we made. And there was they laid down a lot of mortar fire. And you know what a mortar is. I feared those things because the shell comes down straight. Once fired at an angle, it goes into the air and then falls down straight. And there's no hiding from that. You can't get in a hole. It comes down. And Brown was hit on the back, William Brown. He was a corporal. And it blew and separated his body and blew his arm up on the beach ahead of me. And Sergeant Tatum buried his arm on that beach because they told us it would take like 2 days but instead it took like 2 months. And we lost like 70% casualties in the 1st Marine Regiment. I have one thing. Colonel Chesty Puller was in a Sherman tank. Now, tanks are heavy, and I never knew how they got a tank up there and got that on there, because we had a reef around Peleliu. And if anybody out there knows anything about how they got that tank up there, I'd like to know.
Don't let them forget the Battle of Peleliu.